This year's ballot, aside from the presidential and legislative elections, you'll also see 5 ballot questions about issues affecting our state. 22 News State House reporter Olivia Ray is working with you with a breakdown of those questions before you make your final choice today.
There are 5 ballot questions on your general election ballot, and 22 News is working for you to make sure you have all the information you need to vote.
Question 1 deals with allowing the state auditor to examine the finances of the legislature. Yes voters, like the auditor, say it will improve government transparency to know how the legislature is using your taxpayer money. No voters, like most of the legislature, think it is outside the scope of the auditor's duties and even violates separation of powers in the Constitution. Passing the MCAS standardized test is currently a high school graduation requirement, but question 2 looks to change that. Yes voters want to do away with the test as a graduation requirement, and they say it is a more equitable way to produce capable and diverse high school graduates in Massachusetts. No voters worry that getting rid of the test is premature and could lower the high standards of education in the state. Question 3 asks voters to decide whether Uber and Lyft drivers should be allowed to join a union and participate in collective bargaining. Yes voters want rideshare drivers to have the same union rights as most other types of employees. No voters say Uber and Lyft prices will skyrocket, and some argue that these drivers already make enough money. Should certain psychedelic substances be legal in Massachusetts? Question 4 asks you to decide. Yes voters argue that psychedelics can be used for treatment for PTSD and other conditions, and should be regulated by the state. Some no voters think there's not enough research, and others think treatment will become prohibitively expensive with the proposed law. The final ballot question, question 5, looks to raise the minimum wage for tipped workers. Yes voters say raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour over 5 years will lead to higher overall wages for tipped workers. No voters disagree, arguing they make more as the law is now.
For a more in-depth look at each ballot question and to hear from experts on the yes and no side, check out the 22 News Unpacking Your Ballot series. Working for you from the State House in Boston, I'm Olivia Ray, 22 News.